a witch-themed event, and panda stuff? For more news like this, stick around for this week's episode of This Week in Identity 5. Welcome back to another episode of This Week in Identity 5, and I think today is a year officially since I first started doing This Week in Identity 5 videos, so yay, 1 year anniversary to these types of videos. I've had a small think about it, and one of the ideas that people have been asking for quite a while is a fanfic Identity 5 fanfic competition, and I would really like to start this week, so I won't be kind of announcing any of the details now, but know that this week I will be making some posts and some kind of promo for it so that you guys can participate in a fun, quick, it will probably be like a week or less, fanfic competition. So without further ado, let's talk about what we got last week. Last week we got the Ever Sleeping Town Fireworks Festival. So this is an event that I personally haven't participated in. By logging in every day, you would get 15 types of fireworks, and you could use these fireworks in a special game mode called the Ever Sleeping Town Limited Time Map Fireworks Festival game mode that happened every hour after 7 o'clock in the evening and ending at 11 PM, only on server time of course. By going onto this map, you could then take pictures with characters there, you could use your fireworks, you could purchase different types of things. I didn't participate because I just haven't been playing the game around that time, and when I do, I don't really want to be doing those kind of things, but there are things that you can do with using a camera filter function, for example. If you log in for 5 days during this event, you'll be able to get the B tier accessory, Candy Apple. That is quite a nice one. We also got the Shrouded Bellastain Chapter 5 event with the finale to the big event that was the anniversary event. I liked the story. I predicted most of it, but I wasn't completely sure. I predicted that mostly because of the S tier skin package that came out, that the character would have big relevance towards what's happening. By completing this Chapter 5 event, you'll be able to get the first officer skin and a portrait and stuff like that. Oh, and how can we forget, the Bellastain Flora Handbook Week 3 also happened. Some other little minor changes: they improved the face for the Phoenix Embalmer skin, last Halloween skin for the event. I'm not really sure how much they changed it, but they've been talking about doing it for a while. They improved the visuals for the Cursed Cloud Enchantress accessory. They've added some area selection tips for rank matches, so this only happens over tier 7, but they've added some tips for it. They've added a Tarot Crystal Ball statistics section in your profile, so you'll be able to see your own statistics. And of course, we had the SEA IVC Tournament, at least the first weekend for it, and I absolutely love it. I love watching tournaments for Identity 5. It's the best. A lot of the matches were interesting. We finally got to see Clerk at her full potential, and we finally got to see Flywheel Effect at its full potential. Antiquarian also was released to the test server, of which I have released quite a few videos over on my second channel, Black Phoenix IDV. You'll be able to get the channel down in the description below. And I also answered a lot of questions that people asked over on Saturday's stream. So if you want to go and check out that, there's a ton of questions that we answered there, ton of examples of how her abilities work. We were doing it for like a couple of hours, so yeah. What can we expect from this week? First of all, we're getting the Witching Hour event, where by participating in this event, you'll be able to get some clues, some fragments, some spyglasses, the usual rewards. Portrait, I think it says portraits here, but I think it's only one portrait, and a portrait frame, or maybe multiple portrait frames, of which they are Emil and Ada themed. It's Emil and Ada together. I said Ada before. In the portrait, and the portrait frame is absolutely gorgeous. It calls me back to my emo days. Along with this event, because this is an event connected to a special package, we're getting the S tier package called the Witching Hour package that includes the S tier skin for Psychologist, Everlasting Night, and the Luminary skin, called is also an S tier skin for Patient. And these skins are absolutely beautiful. We've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now. As far as I know, that's all we're getting that's been kind of confirmed for this week, but we have a lot of things coming up in the future. Let's talk about what's coming up soon-ish. We're getting the Summer Moon and Foggy Mountains event that is also just called the Summer event, I think. I'm not sure exactly what it was called. Coming on August 4th, so that would be not this week, but the following week, whereby participating in this event, you'll be able to receive a portrait, an A tier Antiquarian accessory, so this is interesting that they're giving her an accessory already, a B tier skin for Lucky Guy, Antiquarian Provoke emote, and a Lucky Guy graffiti. It's interesting to see that Antiquarian's getting a lot of love. I knew that NetEase would push this character quite a lot because this is something that they've definitely made to be popular. By completing the story that is included in this event, you will receive 3 Season 22 Essence 2 essences. And we'll also be able to get some music for your room that is probably going to be the one that they used for the video with the martial art champion. Probably. Another thing that's coming on August 4th is Dodgeball. Yay! It's probably going to be called Breath of Madness, and this is going to be a 3v3 game where you have to hit the enemy to earn points. The team with the most amount of points at the end of the match wins. And there are going to be some event rewards connected to this, so on release, as there are for every type of game mode. I'm excited to see what this is like and how buggy it's going to be on release. I feel like it might be a tiny bit buggy on release because I don't think it's very typical for characters to have collision yet, because there aren't any hunters that technically push survivors around, but there are survivors that push hunters around. We are getting the Identity 5 crossover with Chengdu Research Base of Giant Panda Breeding. That is a big crossover event where they're trying to raise money for charity to be able to help the research of helping giant pandas breed, because I believe they are possibly an endangered species. During this event, we'll be able to get a baby panda pet, very cute, a portrait connected to this theme, graffiti, and an exclusive panda gift package that you'll have to buy echoes only, because apparently the money will be going from these purchases to the actual charity itself, and it will include an A-tier little girl skin, an A-tier furniture, and also a portrait frame. As far as I understand, that's what's going to be released. There is also a gardener skin, and I'm not really sure how she's coming out, and if she's coming out in the package or if she's coming out separately, and I'm also not completely sure if the money of you purchasing her will be going towards the panda research, but there's going to be a nice gardener skin too. Moving on to the Talk in the Manor, where I respond to your comments that you guys left on my recent videos. Let me go and check them out. Bello Jello says, sweats in bringing Patroller on every hunter. There were a lot of people telling me exactly what trait they bring with each character and why they think this is the best one for this. And there are some great people who have done some beautiful comments saying that the guide that we have of which one is the best for each hunter is just what most people consider to be the most consistent with that character. But doesn't mean it's what you need to take. What you take is however you feel like you should play the game. There are some characters that just don't get any utility from some traits, but that isn't with the majority of them, and that is a very niche case, I would say. What you should do with each character is experiment and see what kind of weaknesses you have in your own gameplay style, and see how you can supplement that with maybe teleport, blink, or patroller or something like that. Chopped Mint says, I tried to play on mobile, but my phone couldn't handle it. Too large, too detailed graphics, and exactly as you said, I don't have any money for a better one. They've said a lot more, but this is more or less what we wanted to say. So yeah, this is a big issue. A lot of people don't have good enough phones to play Identity 5, and although some of the minimum spec requirements for the game are very low, you need to have a pretty decent phone and pretty modern phone to even run it. I have a friend who's got an iPhone 8 that is quite an old phone by now, actually relatively powerful even for today's standards, but still can't even play the game because it just doesn't open anymore. So I don't understand why NetEase isn't kind of improving the PC experience or making it just so it can be a standalone game, because this is actually stopping a lot of people from playing the game on PC as well, because they just don't want to have the game on mobile at all. Which event are you most looking forward to? The Summer Moon event, the Identity 5 Chengdu research event, maybe this Dodgeball event, or even the Witching Hour event? We've got so many events coming up. Tell me down in the comments below which one you're most interested for, and make sure to check out the Black Phoenix recently rebranded, used to be Black Phoenix Plus channel, now it's called Black Phoenix IDV channel, and I've already uploaded at least a couple of videos, at least 3 videos already on the new Survivor Antiquarian. And remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye.